With Gautam, and guys, today we're going to cover the level Uneasy Truce. I already covered these solutions in JavaScript, but I want to cover them in Python because this is kind of a challenging level. So let's begin. Keep a truce by balancing the number of your soldiers against the ogres. In this level, we will cover accessing properties, return statements, strings, variables, while loops, and iterating over arrays. So let's play. The equipment, you don't need any equipment, you need the boss trap because you're summoning. That's it. Our goal here is to not anger the Yeti. So before we dive into the level, I will just explain a bit on how the level should work. Okay, so if one army gets larger than the other, the nervous soldiers will attack, waking up the Yeti in a nearby cave. But the ogres are to the north are blocked off and don't count. Summon one soldier for each ogre that appears to the south. Notice how the function find southern units adds units to the end of array. Southern units.append unit. So append is a function which can get a unit into an array. For example, we have an array called fruits, and we have apple and banana in the array of fruits. We want to add grape in the fruits. So what we do is we keep fruits.append in brackets. You keep grape. You can keep it in a string like a string grape, or you could store that string into a variable and type the variable. So let's get into it. Okay, so I'll just reload this thing. And just reload it. Okay, so let's look at the function over here. Summon one soldier for every ogre to the south of you. Don't count the ogres to the north. Accept an array as the units of parameter. Let me just pause this. This was just my old one. Accept an array as the units of parameter. Return only the units to the south of the hero. Def find southern units hero, and units is the argument. Southern units is an empty array. So you iterate over an array. That's why I said that we would cover at the starting of the video. For unit in units, you go for each unit in the array of units. And if the unit.pose.y is less than the hero.pose.y. So let me explain how this works. So let's go to our hero over here. Let me just move my video. Okay, so let's go to our hero over here. His pose.y is 33. And remember, the y-axis is the one which is going up and down. So his y-axis, his y-pose is 33. And his y-pose is 4. So if the y-pose is less than the hero's y-pose, that means he's below him. It works out for anything. So 3, this is 6, this is 7. So any y below 33 counts. And southern units appends the unit. So I'll just cover that thing again. Append takes the unit which pose.y is below the hero.pose.y. So if the unit's pose is less, pose.y is less than the hero.pose.y, it takes that unit into the southern units array and it returns that array. So friends equals hero.find friends, enemy equals hero.find enemies. So use find southern units to get enemies to the south. So let us use this function. So we use find southern units. Southern units. Okay, so I just had a bit of thing over there. Find southern units, and then you have to get the enemies to the south. So enemies. If there are more ogres to the south than your friends, so let's just keep this back over here, and let's store this thing in a variable. So let's keep s enemies. So s enemies. S for southern. If there are more ogres than south of your friends, then you summon a soldier. So how do we find that? We use a function length. Length finds the number of units in an array. So if len of S enemies is greater than the len of friends, then you summon a soldier. So let me just discuss the len function a bit briefly. So len function finds the number of units in an array. For example, we have an array fruits. Let's take the first array. We appended grape into that array, so it's apple, banana, and grape. Now, if you use the len function, it will return the value of 3 because there are 3 units in the array. So if the len of enemies, so for example, let's think the len of south enemies is 10, and if it's greater than the length of friends, and the length of friends is 8, and the length of southern enemies is 10, then what will happen is that the if loop will go like, oh, there are more enemies, so we should summon another soldier, and it will do that until there's an equal amount. So let us just type in the last command, hero.summon soldier. Oh wait. Okay, hero.summon soldier. And now I click run. And it's 3, 4, and he keeps summoning. So he keeps summoning as many as people so they can maintain an equal amount of number. So let's just see what happens if we do not keep an equal number. So let's just change the sign. There won't be an equal number. So that's what. So what will happen is they will attack, and then the Yetis will awake, and the Yetis will come. I think if you cannot see this properly, you see those like big squares? Yes, the Yetis came out. And it does that. So that's why we have to maintain a truce within each other. So that's it for this level. And now let's go back to see what we learned. So we just go back to Uneasy Truce. Accessing properties. We access the properties of the array units in the function so we could check the Y pose of each unit. Then we return the southern units array so we could find out what units were south of the hero. Strings. We use the strings. Wait a minute. I think we didn't use strings. Let's just check. Oh yes, sorry. We use strings in the summon soldier command because we have quotation marks because soldier isn't a variable. And then after that, we have used a while loop. Every code except the functions were in a while loop so that they could keep running and iterating over arrays. In the function, we did a for loop over each enemy so we could check each enemy's Y pose. So this is it. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to this video. And thank you. Don't forget to check out my other videos, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Just a brief introduction. I just cover JavaScript and Python solutions, and sometimes I do a different videos, and I do a bit of gaming videos, and then I do a bit of science. Okay, and don't forget to click that subscribe button. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to this video. And guys, this is Cody with codecombat, and I'll see you next time. Have a good day.